The year is 1994 and arcades are packed with people enjoying brand new games making the bold jump to 3D. At the time, arcades are the only place with machines powerful enough to experience this development in 3D gaming, and Sega is one of the developers leading the charge. With games such as Virtual Cop, Daytona USA, Virtual Fighter, and their brand new game blowing people's minds, Sega Rally Championship. Sega Rally not only included real-life rally cars from companies like Toyota, but it also had never before seen game physics where the car would act differently to different surfaces such as tarmac, dirt and water. With Sega Rally being such a smash hit in arcades, it was a no-brainer that they would have to bring the game home to their new console, the Sega Saturn. But they need a talented team to achieve this difficult task with such a huge gap in power between the two formats, arcade and home console. Luckily, Sega AM3 were up to the challenge. They did an amazing job porting to the 32-bit machine. The look and feel of the arcade classic was definitely not lost in translation. It's just stunning how close they managed to get to the original game, and it was a must-own for anyone who had the Sega Saturn. And it still holds up as one of the best arcade races ever made. Sega Rally may appear light on content these days, but I do miss that pick up and play nature of Sega's sports franchises. You just pick a car, pick a track and go. It means you spend more time on the track learning every corner than you do in menus tweaking that engine. Catchy original music filling your ears and Sega's over the top announcers shouting out every time you pass a checkpoint just because? I miss it, and I wish Sega brought it back. Racing games are all a bit too serious these days. Feeling nostalgic, I thought that Sega Rally would be a great game to set a new personal best on, and I was a bit surprised that none of my times from back in the day had actually taken the top spot on the leaderboards of the arcade mode. Sounds simple enough, beat the top score in arcade mode of Sega Rally. How hard can it be? Here's a better question. How naive was I?
Sega Rally Championship.
Here are the rules of engagement. Arcade mode, 3 lap races, faster time after racing through desert, forest and mountain tracks. Any car can be selected. Time to beat 10 minutes and 5 seconds in total. After playing for a few hours to get back into the game, I realised once again how skillful this game is to play fast. Being truthful, it took me a few tries to even beat the computer controlled races. I had completely forgotten how tough this game is at first. Because tracks are created by the developers, they really challenge the player. Each track is made from scratch to fit the small selection of cars that are in the game, rather than being modelled after real life race courses. I couldn't tweak the car's settings here, I just had to get good. Every touch of the controller threatens a fast lap time as you look to capitalise on the straights and enter the corners at the correct speed, trying to avoid letting off the accelerator or pressing that brake unnecessarily. This game may be arcadey and not based on real life, but dips its toes in reality enough that the rules make sense. For example, the car doesn't instantly respond to left and right inputs to simulate the turning of a steering wheel. The different surfaces and gravity after a jump can be used to shave seconds off your lap times as the car suddenly bites the track again or drifts around a corner. As I relearnt the tracks and control of the car, I finally started to see myself coming in first, beating the computer controlled cars in arcade mode, but the lap times I was clocking were way off anywhere near the top of the leaderboard. It was no good. I was going to have to go back to the basics. I was going to have to hit the time trial mode. Matching my times up with the dev times that filled the leaderboards, I realised the track that was letting me down the most was Forest. So I played this track over and over until I began to find new ways to take corners and significantly reduce the poor lap times I was bringing in. But this game is so punishing. Most speedruns online tend to set the rules to 1 lap races. The fact that I decided on 3 laps meant I had 3 times the chance to mess up on a corner and throw out my entire race. And with the AI racers cluttering each corner, I would also need luck on my side to ensure the race line that I had practiced with was not blocked by those annoying rivals. All these factors had to align to make sure I crossed the finish faster than 10 minutes and 5 seconds, because clearly this dev time at the top of the leaderboard was one with very few mistakes, and I didn't know what I was doing wrong. I suddenly realised that what was supposed to be a fun and nostalgic run of a favourite arcade racer of mine had become the toughest challenge I had set myself on personal best. As I turned in arcade times, it looked hopeless, and I began to think, was it even possible? Surely Sega hadn't just made up this time. I just wasn't fast enough, so I decided to change things up. It was time to get behind the wheel of the beast. The fastest car in the game, the Lancia Stratos. Not available at the start of the game and only available to use after coming first on the secret track on arcade or with a cheat code. This car was so much faster than any of the others, and I friggin' hate the thing. Sure, it is fast, but it is also sensitive to control. The slightest mistake will send you skidding out in the corners, and suddenly all the extra time you gained due to the car's speed is lost in a heartbeat. After a few races believing I can, thinking I can, I realised I couldn't. I just couldn't keep the beast on the track, and that was it. The challenge was over. I decided to file this one away in the miss folder. I just couldn't get anywhere near the time, it was pointless. I just couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong to reduce that lap time and get near 10 minutes 5 seconds. I hovered over the Celica again, the car I normally go to, staring at it spinning around in the menu, the time ticking down to hurry me to make a car selection. Almost felt like a question to continue or switch off the game and be done with it. But I decided to press start for one last race, a goodbye to the challenge that I just wasn't up for. Then this happened. So this is it. After this I'm done. This is my final race. I'm so frustrated with that other car. I literally just want to play the car I like and get to liking Sega Rally again. I've been in time trial modes and things so much that I just want to play the game and just enjoy the arcade mode that I used to really enjoy so much. Because I'm pissed. I'm just like, no, I can't figure it out. This is a complete waste of time. Oh, I love that music. That's so good. See, hey, straight back into liking it again. Hey, some of those times are pretty good. So, I started really well. So, as you can see, when you pass certain parts of the course, it tells you that your time from your best record, how much you are from doing a better score. So those times are pretty good. With regards to the desert, it's the easiest course in the game, but it also is the most testing on how determined you are on the controller. The thing about Sega Rally when you're controlling the cars is if you ever press left or right to turn the car even slightly, you will lose a tremendous amount of speed from your top speed. If you just keep look at the KMH at the bottom, every time you turn, you lose a good 10, 15, maybe even 20, 25 KMH, and that's precious speed that you'll lose from your time frame. So you have to commit yourself to straights and say, yep, okay, I'm not going to touch that controller anymore, because if I do, I'm going to lose my top speed. I have to make sure that I'm keeping straight whenever possible, and not be tempted just to just adjust yourself ever so much. So I'm quite surprised here. I'm a whole minute faster than my fastest time ever. Still not fantastic, but that's pretty good, you know. I'm on course for the best desert race I've ever had. Not going to complain with that. There's this green car right in my way. Get out of... No! He looks like he's going to go left, and he definitely didn't go left. Still, closer to a minute faster than I've ever done on the desert, so happy with that. So going back to what I was saying, the reason I take that corner really wide is so I can get on the straight as fast as possible to get back to my top speed, because that's a big corner. So how did we do? 2 minutes 44 seconds. That's really good. That's the best time I've had on desert. So yeah, happy with that. Okay. Now the big test. So forest, because of how narrow the track is, I had a lot of trouble with this this course. So it generally, so many of my arcade runs are restarted here from the moment that this track goes wrong. This slalom at the beginning, I always try to make sure there's a straight line through the whole of it, and like I was going on about in desert about keeping straight, you can get a lot of time. I'm trying to adjust myself to get away from that car. You can gain a lot of time by just keeping on a straight. Normally quite proud how I take that corner. Yep, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So this one again, car in my way. I've overcompensated a bit there to try and get out of the way of that car, but I recover well. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. Now the hairpin. Do you know what? I'm really happy with that. That's pretty good. Come on, don't lose it. Oh no, I didn't. See that's Sega Rally. You kind of overcompensate when you steer back in. And like I was saying, when you turn, it's like a steering wheel. There we go. So I've already lost a lot of time on that last corner. Not so much on the corner itself, but I did lose time on the fact that I was trying to correct myself too much, thinking that I was oversteering when really I wasn't. But now, there you go. Managed to get past him. But this is that slalom I was telling you about. You kind of find a route down the middle of the slalom to get there, get past there as fast as you can. Really need to gain some speed here. It's a pretty good corner, and managed to avoid him. They always put the cars in the worst places when you're trying to go around a corner. Ooh! Okay, so I learned something new there. Didn't actually have to drift around that corner, you can actually just cut it all out. This is what I mean, it's just, the more you play this game and the more you take corners with these cars, you suddenly realise you don't necessarily need, there's so many ways to take... Okay, so look, I learned how to take one corner better, and I've already gained time back. And that's exactly what this is all about. It's all about positioning your car where it needs to go. Do you need to drift or do you not? Can you just drive straight and shave the corner off? See it? And I got it because I got confident. I've gone and lost it again. So let's get this checkpoint soon. But clearly, I've never managed to pick up those corners. It's every corner is like is a test of whether you're going to break that record or not. Try and keep on the inside of this corner and not swing the back of the car out too much. A bit like what I did there. Yeah, I hit the sides. But yeah, you try and just keep a little bit of a corner going, just so you're following and tracing the corner around. I find that you're still keeping that top speed going rather than drifting right outward. I mean, you can't avoid it on corners like this, and that's not too bad. Not great either. You see, you think you take a corner well, and then you see that red flashing numbers come up, and you think, oh, maybe I didn't take it as well as I thought. But you kind of need to have that there to sort of spur you on to do better. You can actually turn it off, but it's kind of a reassurance, and especially when I see those yellow numbers come up, that does make me want to speed up and go faster. Although that's in the red, that's still not bad. And I took that really well, so that's pretty good. And I finished strong. Okay, so that's not a bad forest. Yeah, 352. That's not a bad forest at all, really, for me. Do you know what? Thinking about it, going into mountain, this is actually a really fast time.
3, 2,
6:36.
1, go.
So 7:30, 8:30, 9. Do you know what? I could do this.
Easy left.
If you know, every track's going to be, you know, every lap is going to be like a minute and a half roughly. I could pull this off.
Medium right, baby. Easy left.
Come on. No, again overcompensating. There comes the hairpin. That is the best I've ever taken that corner. Okay.
Medium left. Check corner.
Oh, well done, Billy. If I do say so myself.
Easy left.
Okay. We've got one here, guys. Get out of my way.
Medium right. Check corner.
Okay, that was reasonably harmless as well. Okay, so I'm now in first, so it's just me and the track. I've got a bit of sweaty hands, I have to admit, so I've got to gain my composure here. But now I'm in first. There's no other racers in front of me, so I don't have to worry about the cars getting in the way anymore. I'm taking these corners pretty good. What's that time? 7:48. This is the fastest I've ever done arcade mode.
Easy right.
Got to keep above 200 kmh. Slow down, not too much though. That okay, I'll take that. That's the next corner. Watch the tail, overcompensate. Nice recovery though. Pull it in. I slowed down a bit too much, but that's not too bad. That could have been worse. Oh yes. Get on. Okay, concentrate. Keep your head in the game, Bill. Stop worrying about the times. Just got one lap left. You can't mess up. Get your ass off the side of the track. Oh, almost a minute faster than I've ever done. Concentrate. Don't lose it. Get off the sand. When you hit that sand, you lose speed because of the track. I'm a minute and a half faster than I've ever been. Okay, yeah. When you any of your wheels touch different surface, the car reacts differently, it handles differently. Oh my god, I'm gonna do it. Come on, last lap. That electric guitar is cheering me on. Come on. Oh, if that gets 2 minutes faster than ever, I'm gonna lose it. Oh, get off! No, don't lose it. Concentrate. Head in the game. Get off the wall. Get off the wall. Hairpin turn. Yes. Okay, well, at least hitting those walls slowed me down. Oh my god, it's 2 minutes quicker. I'm going to do it. Okay, right. Concentrate. Use your words. When you hit the walls on that bit, at least that slows you down for the hairpin to get round there faster. Concentrate. Around the corners. No! Two. That's good. Get off the bloody dirt! Oh no! This is the last corner. I messed it up. Come on! God. Okay. It's not 10 minutes 5 seconds. It's not. But 10 minutes 9 seconds. 4 seconds off the record. I'm happy with that. So there you go, completely unexpected. When I stopped playing so seriously and just played for fun, I got my best result. So I guess sometimes you get in your own head, you just need to go away and take a breather, come back to it, and then you get the result you're looking for. So I know it's not 10 minutes 5 seconds, it's 10 minutes 9, not what I was going for, but it's a new personal best for me. And considering I've gone from 10 minutes 30 to 10 minutes 25, that's a substantial difference in speed. 15 seconds faster, which in racing games 15 seconds is almost like 15 minutes. So I'm glad, that I've got a new personal best time that I can be proud of. I will come back one day and try and beat that score. I do think it's possible. I do think I have the capabilities of finally beating that score, so I will try that. I've looked online, and a lot of the world record holders for Sega Rally tend to use manual transmission, but I don't know. I'm an auto guy, but I'm pretty sure I made quite a few mistakes in there. I'm pretty sure I can get it down to 10 minutes 5. So one day. But anyway, this has been Bill from Pop Culture Pause Screen. If you liked what you see here, stick around for the continue screen coming up and press one of the videos on there for more. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Laters.